Exceptional.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to MBTV. I'm Captain Lust, your regular host right here, working at Tailworth Entertainment, doing community management and public relations. I'm joined by my regular co-caster, E-Man of the Cool Gaming Bros. How are you doing tonight?
Hi there, Lust. Excited. Hyped.
You're excited?
Hyped, yes. It's the school
I'm seriously
versus
excited.
the
The match is sick.
Americans.
Before we do anything, what I want to mention quickly is the creator of that little pre-stream song, as that's what we call it in our little technical production two-man team that we have here. It's
So sophisticated.
a song made by his alias during that song apparently was Nervous Test Pilot, or formerly known as Johnny Humanoid. I don't know what the hell he calls himself, but I actually found the original owner of the song. I want to give them the credit because they do make that music for free. On Twitter it's at Mode7Games, so do give them a follow. Actually currently a very successful video gaming composer and I think designer as well. If you're familiar with Frozen Synapse, I think he won an award for making the music for that. So cool little story there.
I think that game was known for its music a little.
I think it was a little bit. Yeah, it was very popular. I think he won awards for it. So
I like his wannabe streets rap. I love it.
I think it's great. Yeah. A B X Y. I don't know. Let's not enter into that.
They heard it, Lust. They don't gotta hear it again. Right now, FYI, we're playing background music by Audionautics. Want to mention that? Jason Shaw. Free music.
Definitely.
Share it to the world. Now.
Quite cool that people are doing all these things for free, and then we're just here getting paid
ads.
big bucks to do
That's
this.
Right, we're putting
to do
ads
these,
on our
putting ads in the YouTube videos. We're getting paid the big bucks to stream these games. We're really just
they big games.
corporate partners
We need a
making money
big
for little
showing
guys.
for these big games to bring in the big dollars.
Well, let's speak about the game anyway. It's about time. I am so excited for this. West Knights versus Old Slavian School of... Oh, yeah, right?
You gotta get it right.
Old
No
Slavian
longer
School of
is that-
Slavimir.
Is that a no-name team, man? Then the Slavs.
It is a
Led by
musical school.
Slavimir himself.
And let me tell you, I'm seriously excited for this because, we streamed matches from both of these teams last week. Or did we stream West Knights last week? I'm panicking right now. I'm panicking trying to remember that. But I'll speak about this Slavian School of Slavimir game. I think it was, yeah. But we streamed them against Vece. That was last week, wasn't it? We streamed a lot of games all the time. It was last week. It was
Many
last week.
games were
versus
streamed.
Vece.
Many more games will be streamed.
Incredibly close game.
To
We had
pick
some.
one out.
We had some Vece flag chokes. We had some 6 cav from the Americans. It was all over the place. It was an insane game. West Knights came out on top and maintained their unbroken record of 3 wins in 3 games. Incredibly so. An old Slavian school of Slavimir. They beat out the Kingdom of Swadia, who were unbeaten before that, but then old school.
They slaughtered them.
Slavimir. They slapped them down, and they came on for an interview, which was brilliant. They brought out their spiritual leader in Slavimir, who started singing to us, which was fantastic. You can check out that interview on MBTV, replay on YouTube. And, well, basically, there's only 3 teams left with an unbeaten record in Division C right now, excluding the new teams. So, well, there's only 3 teams left with a perfect record, let's say, 3 wins in 3 games. It's these 2, and Knights of Malta. Knights of Malta are playing, I believe, the Kingdom of Swadia this week. But it's basically, this is a very tip-top of Division C right now. So exciting to see who wins this. Well, on the one hand, we've got the Americans, who have taken Division C by storm. They're currently in first place, massacring anything in their path, including Vece, who people were sticking to really well.
Even slaying the ping.
Even with their massively high ping. They've got Oodle just, tearing up kids, ripping heads off right now. With this sort of just about scraping 99 ping, and just doing serious work in those melee fights.
See, that's the potential of the American team at its finest right there. Oodle is just a representation.
He is. Just a mere shadow of what the Americans are capable of. We know that. And they've made their mark here, and they're making their point every single week, and earning points in the process. And Oodle especially gains a lot of praise from Apis Europae, known as the best team in the scene. They hail Oodle as one of the best infantry around. So there you have it.
That
Serious
is
quality.
Respect and props given by a Division
High
A
praise,
clan
yeah.
right there. But
High
the
praise.
old school Slavs, Did you not praise their singing? Oh, you did mention their singing skills.
I did mention their singing of Slavimir, but Slavimir not playing, just you know, being a
Slavimir
spiritual
never
leader,
plays,
training.
but he always plays. It's very weird and paradoxical the way the Slavs work. He's
pulls the
always
strings.
playing. He's watching
is.
right now with
Well, he's certainly a player. I'll definitely give him that.
10 bottles of vodka. I think all the SSS right now are getting vodka'd up for their match. They're not.
And that's
fully
only,
there.
and that's only their morning cup.
Yes, only the morning cup.
The big cup, but it's
Well,
only for the morning.
We'll see.
But
it.
SSS, I mean, speaking about SSS as well, they're looking really hot. In the Kingdom of Swadia, everyone always underestimates them. That's obviously the classic saying as it goes. It's the scene knowledge that people
Everyone
underestimate the Kingdom of Swadia. Everyone underestimates them, but well, apparently not the old SSS. Apparently don't underestimate them. I'm not going to say that name every time. It's just too stressful for me.
I think it's the Slav between the old and the school that throws you off.
The old Slavian school of Slavimir. There you go. It's not that hard, but it's just I'm not a professional, so I struggle a lot of the time. And SSS in
can't hold his like her. That's why you can't say the full phrase. Wow.
True, yeah.
But they're really
SSS
strong
just in
right
chat. They're pretty mad I didn't put Slavimir as a key player. Anyway, going back to it, they are strong. They beat out Swadia, broke their clean record, and well maintained their own perfect record. And they have a player called Red War, and when he plays in these games, these Division C games, he looks out of his league in the positive sense, in the sense that he should be playing in Division A. Really, I mean, he's a huge player for this team. He does so much. He carries individual rounds. He's always topping the scoreboards. He's an absolute massive force.
Popping heads.
For this team, yeah, he's huge.
And he's gonna be popping some leg heads. I'm a little scared for my fellow Americans here.
Yeah, I mean, well, WK they're missing Lagstro tonight, so that's the reason I'm not listing him as a key player. Otherwise, he'd definitely be up there. That's a pretty tough loss for them. And the thing is, Red War, WK haven't met a player of his quality in Europe yet. The teams have been playing against, they've been tough. Vecchia as well, like really sick team, but they've not really met a player of Red War's caliber, I don't think. And I think that's going to be, it's going to be an extra challenge for them, definitely.
I don't know if the WK have prepared themselves for the alcohol-infused aroma of the Slavs. They're going to be.
Well, this is the other thing. I mean, they do mention as well, WK, they have a hard time getting these training matches.
Yes.
Mainly just because it's because of the time difference, mainly, and it's different to SSS, who've probably been playing training matches almost every day in the week. They're going to be ready for this. They're going to be ready for WK. They're not going to be underestimating them at all. They've seen what's happened to Vecchia.
They play in their sleep. They train.
They work hard.
Some say
yeah.
they've trained from birth for this match. Slavimir, mate.
They're taken away from their mothers at a very young age, put into the school of Slavimir, where they learn to play the flute, the violin, the cello, and how to stomp nerds in warband.
Yes.
Very competent at all these disciplines.
Those were the toughest lessons, because Slav always delivers them himself. But I think it's a perfect storm for WK to lose this one, unfortunately.
It kind of is, yeah. It's going to be very difficult for them. They're going to need to rise. They're going to need to up the game. I think the performance they put against Vecchia was good. They certainly very, very dominant on the open map. Really, Vecchia weren't at all ready for that and caught with their trousers down massively there. SSS are of a higher standard, though. This is going to be just the next challenge for WK. And, well, we shall see how it plays out. I'm excited. I do know that I think WK, they trained with Knights of Malta last night. That's the other kind of top-tier Division C team.
Yep, the Maltese.
Personally, I would put the Maltese a little bit below both of these. Even though Slavimir's third, I take the round difference there with a pinch of salt. I think Malta got kind of lucky against Team Acer last week. Although I love what they do. I love their little Twitter, Accio and Warband.
And their shield
I feel
walls.
I think they're great. I like their approach. I feel like they're a little bit behind the top flight at the moment, and they're perhaps even in for a surprise this week against Swadia, but we're not sure. Anything could happen. This week, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be straight with everyone here and just say, well, I did bet on SSS to beat WK here.
Oh my word. You bet against America. You messed up.
I bet against America.
You had one job.
Well, we'll see if I messed up.
One job.
What was my one job? Just to support America? I don't think
yes, that is what every other country is out there for. The UN is just a nation. It's just a coalition of agreeing nations that agree with America, or so we think.
Well,
Slavs.
yeah, I mean that's kind of true. But let me tell you this: not only did I bet against WK, I put a large proportion of my money on WK on SSS. Sorry.
Oh, you went all in on SSS?
No, not all in, but I put 1,800 on SSS, and it's I don't know.
One convincing interview and Lust is swayed.
Yeah, I mean these guys.
He knows where to put his money.
I mentioned
You're gonna
players.
put your money with a bunch of drunkards, Lust?
Yes, I am. Well, one drunkard than his pupils. I mean, I mentioned before Red War. The guy is top tier, absolutely top tier, definitely. He was really great in the Russian team as well, and he's a player that's flying high right now. I've got a lot of faith and expectation in him to do really well. The other key players I listed for them: Shawnee Voron. He's a player with a lot of experience. He used to play for Harateniki, or how you say that. Fighting alongside the likes of Benedetto and Rich, infamous players there, but very talented. The guy knows how to play Cav very well, and he can play the other classes pretty damn fine too. So I think he's a player which could perhaps cause problems for the Americans. Also, I put Deadshot Superman in there. I wouldn't put him on perhaps the highest level as high level as the other ones, but I feel like him and perhaps some of the other SSS players capable of putting in good sets, but good performances, certain spawns, and also I don't know.
He has a very intimidating name. I don't know. He's Superman.
Deadshot Superman.
Not a Superman. He's a He's like a crew.
It capitalizes the S and the M as well, but not capitalizing the Deadshot. So it's like Deadshot's like a sort of under tag, and then he's like
Oh, you
Superman.
didn't take Slavimir's grammar class, did you, Lust? You must have slept through that one.
What is Slavimir's grammar class?
There, he teaches you to capitalize that which you want to capitalize, so that everything you say is strong.
I love Red War's capitalizing as well.
Yep.
The starts and the ends
See,
of
they
the words.
graduated from it.
Yeah, and Grant, like Slavimir himself, he's just watching from Spec. Got some pretty sweet capitalization there himself, so they certainly know what they're doing on that in that sense. Also, another player which he's mentioning here, I didn't put him as a key player, but Zik is a transfer from the Inquisition who dropped out. Just come from Division A there. I think he plays Archer. He's a pretty dangerous player too. Definitely capable of doing some crazy stuff here against the Americans. One for them to watch out.
Many powerful names up on this Slavimir.
Yeah.
And the best part is that they're overseen by Grandmaster Slavimir himself. You don't see this, but in Spectator, he's right there watching. Probably instructing his team from the sidelines like a true coach.
He's very much the Alonso of SSS. A lot of teams have like an Alonso kind of character.
Godfather figure.
Yeah, spiritual leader, if you will. And so it's pretty cool to see Slavimir here watching out, and I'm sure he'll be along for an interview if they do win. We've talked a lot about SSS here as well. Do want to mention WK. Yeah, we do have a bit of a delay here. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. No referees.
I believe we're waiting for Wily Sly. Yeah, on the subject of WK, it's hard for them to get together for these matches. Coming from mostly California, but wait, they have some Canadians and a Mexican, among other very varied NA group. Not just America, but we all know America.
Not just the United States of America, we could say.
Yes.
But also
a continent.
Various neighbours of America. I saw a tweet from Emil, well, a couple of hours ago this is, but it just says good luck to all who are playing, so that's a nice little tweet there.
Cute little no frills tweet, I like it.
Spreading the joy,
like guys. You don't gotta write a book. You can't. You're limited.
Yeah, you can tweet in. I'm Captain Lost, and we do have also at Cool Gaming Bros. You can tweet either of us, and make sure you hashtag WNL3 as well.
Someone tweeted me once. It was nice.
Yeah, tweet in. Let us know what you think. Who's going to win? Who did you bet for? Are you concerned about the bet? Are you happy with the bet? Tell us what you're thinking. Just give us a little brain fart from Twitter. We might read out. We might not. No pressure. Just whatever you think. Get involved. Tweet other people as well. You can get a little conversation. Just not just going on between us. Also, you can tweet other people who are tweeting on the hashtag WNL3 little feed there. And it's a good way to get involved.
Man, you could pluck out a snippet of your conversation, sometimes Lust, and put a backbeat to it, and you could make some comparable music to up, down, left, right.
Nervous test pilot, yeah. Well, I'm proud to be considered amongst his ranks. Guy's now a very successful guy. Got a lot more followers on Twitter than I do. I'm very jealous.
He's got musical ability, Lust.
Who knows? Maybe I do. Maybe it's just undiscovered.
It is. Untapped.
I could go on the X Factor. I'm sure that I'm just an undiscovered talent.
But for WK here, who we do have present, are some familiar faces to me over in the NA scene. We got.
Obviously, yeah, you're right. Obviously, the big star.
Calamity.
Calamity, yeah, massive. I do want to kind of just mention, I've seen it before, and say Oodle, the big player to watch out here. Who else have we got?
Oodle in here? Oh, Oodle is in here.
Oodle, if without Oodle, then they're gonna have a really hard time.
PPK 157. I love his infantry work and his occasional cav work.
I couldn't agree more.
No Lagstro, unfortunately. He is not showing today, and he is very important as an archer. Then again, if WK is to lose any member.
Well.
And not suffer too much.
Just as you said that, I don't know if this was the reason you mentioned it, but Wolfpack did just tweet in just as you said that, saying the exact same thing. No Lagstro tonight, the only WK archer that can match Red War IMO, hashtag WNL3. So, yeah, that's going to be a bit of an issue. I mean, we saw last game against Veche, especially on Valor and Lagstro getting those headshots, being very influential for his team there. And, well, it could be a real problem, I feel like, for WK. So I'm pretty pleased with my bet right now. I think I'm going to make lots of money. And, well, the odds are pretty good on it as well. SSS,
odds are in favor of SSS.
Yeah. I tell you what, not only have I got a bet on this 1800 for SSS to win, I've also got 100 on for a draw. So what do you think of that? I get like 16.2 odds on that.
Oh, really? Pleased. You really just bet 100 to manipulate the odds there? To at least bet something in the event that occurs?
If they have a draw, then like I'll still be down because I'll still have lost money on the bet on SSS to win. But I won't be too far down. Whereas if I win on the
bet
SSS
on every possibility except the Americans winning. Well, Lust, I hope you're ready to be disappointed.
Okay, I think that's a bit of like an exaggeration. It's not like there's like 20 abilities and I bet on 19 and they were all against the Americans.
There were only 3 and you bet on 2, Lust.
Well, there's good odds on a draw.
Overwhelming support for the old.
There's good odds on a draw. Betting against the draw is a terrible idea. I think some people have done that, like they bet on both of these teams to win because like they both have odds above 2, and they thought, oh, we're so smart because they've got a guaranteed win. But, like the amount of money they're going to make is pittance basically, and if it's a draw, they're going to be feeling pretty dumb stupid. That's what I'm saying.
That's right. There's a school of gambling and lust. He's at the head table there, teaching his ways.
Yeah, damn straight. Well, we've got
how you make the virtual dinars.
Serkan tweeting in from my Facebook page, which I feel very invaded about. Is he? Oh, he's on my Facebook now, I think. I'm going to have to delete him now. He's posting on my private Facebook posts.
First bad girl lust.
I feel very uncomfortable with this now.
It's personal. Way, this match is personal.
This match is personal, yeah. Maps and factions as well, I want to mention. Reverend Village, Rolex versus Saranids kicking us off. I love that. I love Rolex versus Saranids on Reverend Village because I love Rolex and Saranids and I love Reverend Village. It's as simple as that. I feel like none of these factions are too kind of OP. Although I sort of think that I don't know, Rolex. Like I feel like Cross must have a pretty good time in Reverend Village. There are open spaces for archers to work their fire rate and be effective as well. And I just like the map overall.
I love me some Reverend Village.
It's a nice little balance of kind of closed and open.
Thankfully, we kept the OP factions for the second set.
Who have we got there? Is it Swadia Vegas?
The Rodox apparently been winning lots of rounds.
Is it Swadia Vegas on the second set? On the second map?
It's Rodox Vegas.
On the second map?
On Vendetta, yeah. Is that not right?
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at the screen you're looking at. And that's what we're broadcasting to the world, so obviously it's right.
Yeah, if it's wrong, that would make us look pretty stupid right now. I'm just gonna check it out. Why not? Doesn't hurt.
Yes.
Oh, I think they've set this up wrong. Sorry, it's gonna be Swadia versus Saranids on this. Even better because I love Swadia. Even though people think Swadia OP, I love that. I love the Swadians.
Wait, it's Swadia and Reverend Village. Swadia versus Saranids, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
But they have the maps set up wrong, so I got a bit confused there.
Don't get confused by these people.
Should have more self-confidence and less confidence in.
Yeah, they're caught up in this rivalry that's brewing right here.
And they're quite possibly drunk as well, so you know, taking what they're saying with a pinch of salt. Second map as well, gonna be Rolex versus Vegas. So Well, and people talk a lot about Swadia and their snowballing effects these days. Like, I mean, it could be an issue here. There's no denying it. I think crossbows do have a nice time on Reverend Village. Perhaps we give them an edge against Saranids on a map like this. But you know, Saranids have those axes. They can smash up shields pretty well. The Cav is great for weaving in and out of buildings. They got lots of cover, so their paper horses aren't too vulnerable here. I think crossbows have a hard time taking down horses as well compared to archers, especially if the horsemen are smart, because you got that lower fire rate.
Do the bows, do they hurt less, or is the damage equatable? Like how? Is
No, the bows hurt like less, like quite a lot less. But the thing is, like, bows against horses work pretty well because like, if you see a horse, you can get like maybe 2 shots off, whereas a crossbow you got 1 shot, and if you miss that, then you've got no damage at all. So it's like, I don't know, I feel like crossbows don't do that much damage. Crossbows do damage against horses as well if the horsemen are kind of crazy and just charge towards a crossbow.
Just not consistently.
Yeah, it sort of applies to that. Like, it's just a general difference, I guess, between bows and crossbows. That lower fire rate,
that
you got more important space, on each shot.
Warband variety.
Oh dear. Indeed, yeah. It's nice to have diversity in a game. Balance via diversity is far greater than that achieved through amalgamation and homogenization.
Oh, that's nice.
I'd certainly agree with that. It's like you have in StarCraft. I
love that. Yes, I even love how you said it. Everything, every word.
Like in StarCraft, you got like Zerg, Protoss, Terran, all very different in the way they play out. But you have that balance. I mean, obviously, you know, it's completely imbalanced and Protoss is OP, but...
Only difference here is no one has plasma weapons and everyone is human.
Yes, no insectoid races except for the Kurgits, but we don't play them, so it's fine.
Yes. They are the Zerg.
They are the Zerg. Such trolls.
On horses, if you put a Zerg on a horse. Ultralisk on a horse too. It would probably crush the horse. It'd crush a few horses.
Yeah, it would. Tear your heads off.
You ever see that picture of all the SC units in scale? Every single unit in the game is simply amazing. It's just everything to scale. It has to, like, it's increased regions of scales because it's so.
Is this scale like in the game or scale like in the lore?
No, a little picture with like the scale of the art for each unit. The art. I don't know. It's just very interesting.
It's like in the game, they're all kind of like a similar size.
Yeah, in the game, yes, but it actually shows you if you were a unit in the game and you were a lowly, tiny infantry for a
little marine, yeah,
a little marine. How scary all these things really are.
Oh, fair enough. I'm sure we can find that image. That'd be great, but we shouldn't put it on the stream.
Because it ain't about Warband.
Only promoting Warband here. I think we're gonna be going live pretty soon. These teams seem just about ready. They're just waiting on their players to get.
Oh my God! This is going to be among the best of Division C right here, guys.
It really is. I mean, this is theoretically the highest level Division C match we have.
And I love Division C.
Being played this week. Yeah, both teams unbeaten.
You get everything in here. You get action. You get history. Some of these clans. WK is friggin'. They're the top NA clan here fighting.
They really are.
Their respect and the international stage.
What we're also going to see tonight is a team with a perfect record having that perfect record broken, and that is always a thrill.
Oh, we're breaking walls.
We are, yeah. These teams are not used to losing.
We're breaking thin layers. I like
Both of these teams are used to winning, but what happens when two teams that are used to winning come up against each other? Who's going to have to start adjusting to losing life? Going to be interesting. I'm hyped.
Well, the Slavs are already prepared. They have their bottles. They can be easily turned for celebration as they can for sorrow. But
yeah, we're just going to be waiting a little bit as they search for their evening cups, make sure they're ready for the game.
There's always that slight, like, if Division C was a meal, the derp that happens in this bracket is that little spice at the end, that little extra kick. I always look forward to the little moments of derp that happen in Division C, whether it's with flag or. Well, it might not happen here. These guys might be too prepared.
I think these teams are pretty. I mean, honestly, the flag thing, like, it was mainly Vecchi, really, more than anything, that had flag problems. Like, we've seen a lot of Division C teams playing the flags out pretty well, so I don't want to slag off all the bottom flight here. I do want to speculate a little bit here. I'm going to do some theory crafting, if you will allow me. I'm going to say that Reverend Village is a bit more of a closed map. I know the Americans are not a fan of this. They generally tend to deny that it is an open map. And I think that, I mean, it's not gonna allow WK sort of as free reign to kind of run as crazy, they kind of like do their kind of open plains 6 cav tactics as well as they might do on, say, Frosty Battle like they did against Vecce, or maybe like Fill by the River, something like that.
I'm gonna challenge your theory with a counterpoint.
Go ahead.
Or a counter theory. I think
wow.
WK's set to do better on a map like this because both
of
the options, Reverend Village and Vendetta, are both mixed, right? Oh, is Vendetta kind of mixed?
I mean, theoretically, it's an open and a closed according to the rules of the tournament, but
to me, they're open as all heck. And
I mean, well, Reverend Village isn't that open. I mean, you got 2 flags, which are, I mean, they're both
open enough. But my points being that WK struggled in their last match. They struggled pretty badly on the closed infantry engagements, of course, due to lag. So, because these maps are opened up, they may not be the hugest maps, but between both of them, you have maps in which Cav can shine. So
you certainly do have a fair amount of open play. Yeah, I think that's right. I think that's fair.
So WK actually, I think, are well suited for this. If they're going to succeed at all, it's going to be here.
Yeah, I think that's really what it's going to come down to. I think WK have the higher quality cav. I think the infantry, I mean, Udo you could even ask is the best infantry, but I think with the ping factored in, I think the infantry force is probably going to be stronger for SSS most of the time. And SSS probably going to have tougher archers too. I mean, I don't think that WK have bad archers. We've got Boogie coming in here. Might be playing archer. If he does, he's pretty solid as well.
Man, with these pings, I'm saying, again, the pings. Geldon with the best. I wonder if whoever they put on archer is just relegated to that role.
Are we live right now?
We're almost live.
I think we're live. Let's run the map intro, dude. Let's get going. I'm really hyped.
So hyped. West Knights versus old Slavian Skull of Slavimir.
Do it.
Did this freeze?
You got problems here?
It's going. Good. Bam! And we're in Reverend Village.
We are live. Let's do it. Very excited right now. WK already pushing forward, taking a lot of map control right now. They're taking the church. Got a lot of cav here. Actually, 6 cav here for WK, playing 2 archers as well. Really going to be trying playing this like they're going to be playing like a real full-on open map. And well, we'll see how it plays out for them. I think they're going to be hoping for one of the wider flag spawns outside of that marketplace where WK could perhaps be more effective and could perhaps shut down the fights a little bit more. SSS playing a bit more standard. They got 3 cav, 2 archers and 3 infantry. So pretty infantry heavy here, but fairly normal on a map like Reverend Village. I got to say I like it a bit more for SSS here. I think the 6 cav.
I think this is a map where 6 cav is hard to pull off. I think there's
it really
too many
is.
crooks and alleyways.
There's walls
and
lots of walls and places you can get caught.
It's a bold way to start off by WK.
It is.
I think it's playing to their strength, but I don't know. It's just hard.
If it doesn't work out for them, they can always change it as well. This is them saying, well, this is what we think is going to work. Let's do it. It's radical. Could be very innovative, and let's see how it plays out. I'm excited.
Let's see. We have
Flag does spawn in the marketplace.
So
it's I mean, probably advantage SSS at the moment, but they still got to approach this right. They want to be very careful here, not to get beaten up. They probably realise what WK are doing by now. They've presumably clocked it. They've got their bamboo spears out, looking pretty well prepared.
WK is coming from the back. They don't give a damn about the flag.
They're going to be catching out the isolated players here from SSS. Angel especially.
Oh, Geldon and everyone. Angel getting assassinated.
He's going to try and stay alive here, but he's going to get overwhelmed. Surely Ron as well, trying to stay on his horse. Froska, the other cav for SSS, trying to stay alive here. And yeah, well, Angel is overwhelmed, unable to get to the flag and help his teammates out. Juvie does go down into Zasnik. But very predatory play here from WK. They're finding isolated SSS players and taking them out individually. Fighting up for SSS here though, and WK are going to have to take action soon and probably dismount and start fighting on the flag. That's going to be the problem for them.
SSS are holding strong, though. They brought that flag really high, and they're still holding the center with a lot of men.
Zasnik goes down here to Wiley Sly. In comes the WK Cav. They're taking more action and moving towards the flag here. Superman evens up. It's 6 versus 6 right now. 5 side for SSS. Foron takes down PPK. Hobo takes down Craddock. SSS with their advantage. 5 players to, well, 3 now. As Hobo gets a double kill on Craddock and Wiley Sly. Wiley Sly does pull a kill back before he goes down, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think. SSS, 5 players against the 3 WK here. They got the flag higher. I think they're going to do this in the first round. And, well, WK strategy not worked out so far. Well, team kill from Shorty Ron though. There's a little chance for WK.
Oh, Oodle's up in there.
The round is not over yet.
He's trying his best. Calamity left.
Count the mount so far. Oh, but in comes Frosker. Kills down Oodle, and that could be the hope's over. Calamity and Boogie, the only players left here for WK. They're perhaps going to cut the losses and stay alive here. They're going to cut the losses, I think, and save it. I think that's sensible.
Shorty Ron is alive.
Yeah, he did get a team kill, but had a pretty nice round anyway. Lots of work there. Hoping with that double kill in that crucial sort of moment where there was lots of back and forth, I think that kind of turned it, just tilted it. Interesting as well that Red Wall's not playing for SSS right now. Perhaps he's having some connection issues. That's potentially a real problem for them. You'd think they play him every set, every round. He's their star player.
Well, maybe they don't see it that way. Maybe
he's having some troubles.
They're more democratic, or no, they're more communist about it, and Slav just dictates, you don't play this match. Wait, Wiley, Sly, and Geldon just rushing in here with
a rush here. WK not waiting for the flag this time. They can be straight in. And I think they might have catched SSS surprise here, I think. Oh, SSS they managed to stabilize. No one's actually taken any damage so far.
No one really got injured there. I'm surprised no one ended up. The rush didn't
very
fail,
close.
And SSS kind of held it off, did they? Or was it just so poorly done? I'm not sure.
Well, I thought they sort of caught them surprised there, but actually no one's done any damage so far. I'd be curious. I mean, I think SSS perhaps have done some damage to their horses though by charging into those bamboo spears. WK have, sorry.
I love that WK switched it up. They put up an infantry there, just one PPK, but they're changing it a little because it didn't work out too well the first time.
Just tweaking it a little bit.
But the problem is
SSS going to camp the church. Looks like
SSS are so grouped up, and this is a tight school. This is a good group of friends.
Well, this is the thing. Playing with such heavy cav, it does give you map control. There's no denying that. You can't move out really very safely because the moment you do move out into the open, you can just get overwhelmed so easily by such cav numbers. And really just shows WK adapting to playing the 8 versus 8. That slightly higher numbers does give you that advantage when playing with this kind of heavy cav strategy.
Hearing that term 8 versus 8 is SSS grouping together to force big engagements in which WK cannot succeed? Whoa!
Well, they're just. I mean, what they're trying to do is just. I don't know if that's necessarily what it's about. I think it's more just reaction directly to their class choices, and knowing that when they're sort of separated, that's when they're vulnerable to the big cav pushes. As long as they can keep themselves together, they can stop the cav, rear them up.
I think WK is forcing SSS into actions that will prove WK's demise here, because a grouped up ball of men that's suicide for high latency players. Oh, but WK seem to be controlling SSS right here.
Yeah, they're really slowing them down on the transit here. We actually have Calamity going to try and raise the flag before SS can get to it, while the rest of the WK players just try and slow them down. Interesting move here from WK. They've only got 5 cav now.
Wiley Sly
loses his horse here.
He's still alive though.
Yeah, he's still slowing down the SS players. This is the thing. Calamity's getting that flag really high up now, and SSS might not even be able to make it there. The cav has gone down. Oh, Zasnik is going to rush over there, and if he can dismount and stay alive, his teammates needs to win the fight though. There's a lot of pressure there.
WK showing great teamwork here.
Yeah, Frosky's going to go over there as well. SSS realize they got to move on to that flag, and they are doing so. Still 7 versus 7, very even so far in this round. Extremely so, in fact. We still have both.
Oh, it's bleeding over to the flag.
Yeah, SSS makes the flag here. Nice shot from Juve there, takes down Hobo on his transit, and just shooting these SS players in the back here. YSL taking the advantage as well, and WK with the advantage in this round now. 7 players.
Oodle doing what Oodle does best at the flag!
Messing people up, yeah, and Superman gets knocked down. You're not able to seal the deal there. We've got high health, but Oodle goes down there now to Superman, and that's pretty rough.
Boogie coming down, everyone coming down.
It's very close. Well, 3 SS players left. The fight's on WK. They should win this. But they've got to win this fight in the melee. They have taken the first kill on Superman. Kroshka, Zik goes down, so does Kroshka, and WK taking that calmly, even after losing Oodle. And they even up 1-1. Very nice play from the Americans.
Wow, that was very nice corralling throughout.
Yeah, it was great play from WK to take that sort of map control, and it shows you the advantage that map control kind of gives you. They really were able to hamper SSS's transit over towards that flag there, putting them in a lot of problems.
I think WK are trying this again. They are poking and prodding right at the beginning. They must sense some weakness early on. I think SSS are responding better this time.
Well, it only takes... Yeah, they're ready for it.
Oh, they're really prepared. Sharni Varone fighting back on his own horse.
Yeah. WK not going to get anything done in this early round, but I mean, even putting this pressure on, it does. I mean, they forced SSS into this little corner street instead of going over to the church there, and that's perhaps where they prefer not to be. Everyone comes in with the couch lance, but does decide better of it as Boogie shows him his lance himself. A little bit of lance showing off there.
Lance posturing.
Yeah, lance posturing. That's exactly what I was trying to say, and that could be a euphemism easily, but it's not. It's literally lance posturing.
Whose lance is better?
Who's is bigger, more importantly.
Yes, and most accurate.
Right now, oh, I don't know what that means.
SSS, I don't know. It seems to me that they're playing into WK's palm here. SSS seem a little rattled, unnerved even. They're.
I mean, their plan is just to stick close. Oh, Oodle finds space to get a shot off
now
there.
They're really unnerved because they're man down.
Yeah, and I think they got a bit of a crossfire set up here, WK.
I'm telling you, SSS are not in a good position.
Yeah, Juve shooting from the right end.
They're paranoid. They're rearing into each other. Their horses. Geldin coming, getting another.
Angel, and WK really applying the pressure on SSS here. They just got them cornered, and they're just picking away at them slowly. 8 players on 6 already. All the fight's been broken out. Boogie charges in, but Horses alive, using the advantage of Swadia having horses with the hunters there.
Just picking away at that exterior like birds on prey.
Yeah, they got an advantage now already. And oh, here comes Geldin with another pass through, and well, they're getting reared up to WK Cap, but the Bama Spears, although they're rearing up the WK Cap, they're not doing enough damage, and they're just, well, as soon as the rear finishes, they're just passing right through.
Oh, and now PPK holding off 3 Slavs by himself. Oh no, his team's all there.
The thing is, Cav coming in from all angles. Dewey brings down Hobo. SS having a really hard time, and WK seem to have found their feet, found a bit of momentum so far. SS just having a really difficult time holding off. Crossfire brings down Juve, but surely run with a team kill. That's going to seal the deal, I think, for WK there. Brings down Superman. Crossfire goes down now to Boogie as well. Destiny pulls one kill back against Calamity, but it's 3-on-6 right now. It's 2 off for SSS, I think. Shawnee Ron goes down. Frosky goes down, and Oodle and PPK picking up kills there. YSI finishes off Sasnick, and there goes the round for WK. 2-1 is the advantage. And wow.
Beautiful. WK are playing this marvelously. They got SSS by their old Slavian balls right here.
Well, now we're asking the question, where is Redwall? Where is the man himself? The guy bringing the class to the table for SSS normally. Not making an appearance right now. We saw him in the server earlier.
Slav is slamming down that vodka on that table. He's angry right now.
It's just one bottle though. He's still got 2 bottles there. Safe even if he smashes one.
His
pupils
hand him one. Oh, a Sadink. Now look, SSS just lost the Cav. They are even more funneled into this little alley. Why do they hold this area? This is a terrible area.
Well,
Break
choice.
free.
They don't feel comfortable moving out into the open here with all the WKs.
Did they lose another horse?
No, actually Geldon's got dismounted there. So SSS putting a dismount back there, which is pretty nice then. But they've got to keep these Cav alive, SSS. If they don't, then well, they're going to be seriously outnumbered in the Cav department. Currently, it's 2 mounted Cav for SSS against 4 mounted Cav for WK. As we do have PPK playing his infantry, not Cav anymore.
Wow, WK have PPK and Geldin, a little crew there shooting into the alley. We have Juve shooting from the back near the graves.
I feel like it was a nice move. A nice move taking PPK as infantry as well. It's given just a little bit of extra fight in the melee. And we actually see SSS moving out now. They're pushing forward.
Out.
Yeah, they're going to try and go for the WK Archers here. And in come the SSS Cav doing some work. Shawnee Ron taking a big kill.
Oh, WK baited them perfectly. They have the disengage of defense.
Doesn't quite get the bump plants off. But SS doing a pretty nice assault here. They're going for
jumping
PPK.
into the water to get some distance.
Takes down Geldon. PPK under pressure as well. Boogie pulls a kill back against Froska. All square right now. 7 versus 7. Oh, PPK doing great work though with that all pike. Dismounting Shawnee Ron there. YSI gets caught up in the melee fight. Oh, and Godot finishes him off as well. The Calamity Balls will come back. It's so close right now. It's 5 against 5. Kills all over the place. Back and forth here. Bang goes Craddock there to Hobo's bamboo spear.
Boogie gets shot up. He has a nice horse, though. A really nice horse is proving instrumental here. PPK running. He's fighting a lot of guys, but he needs backup. Where's PPK's backup?
Oh,
he got hit! He got hit in the leg. He got slowed. Boogie's coming to save.
Right now. Boogie comes in to help him out, and he's getting some hits off. He's doing nice work, PBK, but under a lot of pressure at the moment. Does eventually go down to Golar, and Golar had a great round so far. He's got 3 kills, I think. Crosshair brings down Juve, and I think SSS have, well, I think with this push, they're taking the initiative, and they've managed to do well in this round. Yeah. But, I mean, this is the kind of fireworks I was expecting to see from this match. These teams, they're not just doing the same thing every round. They're reacting to each other. They're adapting really quickly, and
they're learning.
They're so evenly matched as well. It's such a hard one to call. Superman brings down Calamity with a headshot, and just Boogie left.
He should keep his horse. Oh wait, it doesn't matter. Change round sets.
Yeah, he's got to get the kills, and he's got to win. That's all he can really do. He's gonna have to try and just get a lot of bump lancing, I think, going on at the moment. Does get read up though. I think this could be the end for Boogie Low. Gets dismounted in as well. Poor guy goes down to Kroshka's bamboo spear there, and well, I mean, it's been incredibly close so far.
This is the best Division C match ever.
So close, and well, we go to the first break all square. Are we going to see a Red Wall come in here? Are we going to see Red Wall subbed in? That's the big question that we're asking right now.
For the Americans' behalf, no.
Hopefully not.
Don't put him in.
Yeah, I mean, perhaps this is a little bit of mind games here from the Slavian school of Slavimir. Perhaps they are, I don't know, just trying to psych out their opponents. Sort of keep that unseen threat and maybe sub him in at the last minute, just to be that little ace in the hole in case they need him.
Yep.
Because right now, if I was the Americans, I'd be thinking, well, let's try and win as many rounds as we can while they've not got Red War in, because I mean, he could come in any second and cause us some real problems here.
I am so surprised that the Slavs held together. That's a strong school. They got some bonds in there. That's forged under the whip. Under the whip of Slav.
Especially when it looked like WK were doing, well, they looked sort of unstoppable almost in those 2 rounds they won. SSS able to fight back though in that 4th round.
Yeah, that's a very scary composition WK was rocking, but
yeah,
the Slavs, they have resolve, man. Maybe it helps the drinking, makes them less afraid, but it's because they held together and don't let WK pick off too many people that they're able to win that.
Well, I don't know if they're all drinking. I don't know if that's just all.
Everyone, every
maybe it is,
pupil in the school of Slav drinks.
From morning to noon and night. Do drink responsibly, people.
Yes.
Alcoholism is a very serious issue, especially in Russia.
Yes. It's actually a real big problem there. But Slavimir, he knows how to hold his.
Kind of.
He's an expert.
SSS are listed as a European team. I don't know if they have any players outside of Ukraine or Russia. I think they are mainly based in Ukraine and Russia. They seem like a very nice bunch of chaps anyway. And very good at the game we call Warband. I think they definitely could hold their own in Division B.
I think that's a small price to pay. A liver for the best Warband team in Division C.
Well, are they the best? That's the question. Right now it's 2-2. And I gotta say, I think Swalia have a slight advantage here. We'll see how SSS are able to play out as Swalia. And if they're able to sort of use what I perceive as a little faction advantage there to their own advantage and convert it into some rounds, which is what they really need right now. What it all comes down to, best of 16.
Oh, it comes
Well, it's the format of these Warband matches if you're not familiar with them. It's 2 maps, 8 rounds a map, 4 rounds a side on each map. So you kind of have 4 sets of 4. Everyone playing both sides of each map, so you get like a little bit of balance going on there.
And are we live?
To counteract any in-game balance. I don't believe we are. Oh, we are live. So let's get right in the game. There we have it.
Heck yeah. Right back in here. We're on course for you to win money on a tie loss, or not to lose as much.
Yeah, I still will lose money on a tie, it should be pointed out. But I won't lose money if Diakmon and Habit Orden tie, because the odds there are like 947 or something crazy thing like that. I definitely got annoyed that people were saying the draw odds are too high, so we made them absurdly high. And there's people putting like all their money on this draw just in case it pays off. It's kind of crazy.
Richest man ever.
Yeah, but it's not going to pay off though, so they're just going to lose their money. I put 20 gold in it, which I think is a reasonable, a reasonable stake.
Yes, be reasonable with your betting and your drinking, folk.
That's how you get
all
to the top.
All these sins on MVTV.
Drinking, gambling. No whoring though, I don't think, and no prostitution. So, not all the vices.
Foams isn't playing.
Oh, that's a burn. That's an accordion burn on the chorus, is what that is, as is traditional.
But SSS.
If you don't get that reference, listen to Nervous Test Pilot.
Yes. Hanging in the back. I think Superman got shot though. That's the
taking a bit of a hit there.
Here.
WK sticking with their 6 cav. Pretty expected. Not taking infantry this time, which is slightly unexpected actually. Yeah, I suppose I thought they would have been going for another infantry there, but they're going to be going cav heavy.
SSS grouping for a push over to the cemetery.
Yeah, it's flag spawn just outside the church. I like this flag spawn. It's kind of...
Oh, WK meeting them at the cemetery gates.
Yeah, they're going to try and catch SSS on transit, but these horses aren't as tough as standard horses. They can get beaten up here. We got SSS players. They're ready with their long wall pikes, and I don't think WK can have a nice time. Wednesday comes in with a nice kill there on District Superman, though. That's the first kill to WK. It was found space to start shooting into this melee fight here, though, but SSS Cav are going to harass him and cause him some problems. PPK getting the second kill, though, so WK are with the advantage right now. It's 8 players against 6. But SSS not looking too rough, I don't think. They are able to come back in this round, despite the play deficit. Zik takes a kill on Juve. Udo now caught up in the melee fight as well, so that's a problem for him. Goes up to Zik here, and the Exhibition player and transfer over to the SSS team is having a huge influence in this round so far. Looking to do more. He's got full health still. SSS are moving on to the flag. Flamage brings down Shawnee from, but Zik with the immediate pullback, and he's got 3 kills so far in this round. He's having a huge time right now. He's on fire. Absolutely carrying SSS so far in the round. Looking to move in for another hit. Kroshko with a team kill, but Habbo...
SSS slowly bringing down the cab, but they're losing their men.
They're losing their men.
They were 5 strong just a second ago. These WK cav are eating them up.
Zik lost his horse. WK getting dismounted now and start moving onto the flag. They're taking a step, but the WK got against the flag, and they know they do. Geldon and Weiss are without horses now. They're not raising the flag yet. It's 4 players against 2 here. Frosker and Zik have to fight out against the SS players. All gets knocked down, but Frosker still stays alive there. Calamity gets that bump off. Zik losing health. No Udo for this melee fight. Flag still alive for SS. If SS can stay alive for 10 seconds, they can stay alive. Zik goes down to a bump slash. Frosker, if he can stay alive for 8 seconds, he can take the round for his team here. Backing off from the flag right now, but he needs to be on the flag.
Get on the flag, Frosker! You're a veteran! A veteran of the school! Slav won't be happy! Slav will be so happy!
Oh, but he goes down eventually. His Calamity brings him. Oh my god, such a close round there. Frosker moves off the flag when he really needs to stay.
Yes, he did.
S. I don't know if it's flag mislodge or if it was just...
You must stay for extra lesson.
I don't know if it was like a flag knowledge or just the fact that he was under so much pressure he sort of thought he would move off and then press back on to stay alive.
He was surprised to be alive as long as he was.
Yeah, and I think Zik there, if he just stayed alive, they could have won that round.
At one point, a horse knocked him down while another man hit him, and his spine bent in a completely different way. The man was, yeah, he'd been messed up pretty bad. He
just stayed alive, so close there. I mean, you sort of can just get a little bit of a block off, like as you're getting up from being knocked down. I think he just got that off, and maybe like there was milliseconds in it either way.
That is how SSS hope to win, by surviving. Do you see them? They are dying all together, or everywhere they go. Everything is together.
I mean, that round was so close. Even towards the end, it was close. But I mean, for a very long time, kills back and forth. Zik was doing so much work there, but his team not able to keep up. And still no Red Angel for SSS right now. I'm really curious about this. And Skittle, a player who I called out as a key player for them. I didn't call out as a key player, but who I would mention as a strong player, certainly capable of getting big scores here.
Someone's sitting at a
Achilles.
negative.
As well as Achilles. I mean, neither of those players are in right now. Nor Red War. So I wonder how the team picking is decided for SSS here. I think perhaps could field a better squad. Although either way, I feel like SSS, if they can keep WK to an even score on this open map, and they're doing a pretty good job of that so far, taking rounds off them at least, which is more than Vetche were capable of. If they can hold WK even on the open map, they've got a pretty good chance on the close map, where the melee fight is going to be more important, and WK are going to be under a lot more hardships through their higher ping.
I think SSS are now, I don't know, they're splitting up a tad bit in order to pick off a kill. Maybe WK's baiting it. Craddock is debating this. approaching Kroshika and Angel, but he does not.
Yeah, pretty passive so far actually this round. No harassment from WK. Just waiting to wait for that flag spawn. It does spawn over in the church again. SSS gonna have to think about their approach this time. They don't wanna. I mean, they obviously want to get to the flag. They want to start raising it. They want to stop WK.
I love that they stand next to this execution wall. I just imagine while everyone fights, you see blood just spattering all across this wall.
Yeah, all up against the church.
Yes, desecrating it.
Oh, Boogie comes in with a brilliant counter skill, takes down Kroshka early doors. Frosko answers immediately, though, takes down PPK, and it's even once again with these teams. Set to be another close round. SSS going to pretty much try and hold up against this wall we have.
Oh, Wiley slide runs right into it.
So, yeah,
oh, and Geldon!
It does get killed.
It's a grinder for horses!
He could go down as well here. Does get saved, I think, as he falls into the wall. Udo brings down Frosko, and WK with the player advantage here, 6 against 5. But Geldon looking pretty sketchy against this wall here. Boogie Low comes in to help him out under a lot of pressure. Voron pulls a kill back against Udo, and that's a big kill there as Udo goes down. They're going to be lacking in the melee fights right now. But Calamity fighting back at Zik, and
more deaths on the wall!
All over the place. Yeah, the wall is a real death trap, but SSS get onto the flag here. They are alive. Sean and Ron interrupt them up. They are a player down here, 3 to 4.
Superman wasn't paying attention. He gets half his health taken out.
Juve shooting onto the flag here, trying to get hits off. Oh, and this Crowd loses his horse. Hope he goes in for the kill, but gets killed. He gets killed himself to Boogie. And Superman with very low health here. Juve shooting onto the flag, and well, Calamity's going to harass him here. Oh, but actually loses his horse to
oh,
Juve.
what a beautiful with the tip, Superman! Just with the tip. That's all he needed.
Oh, but Sean loses his horse there, and well, this could be it. Oh, brilliant headshot from Juve there. He's going to seal the deal, I think, for WK. Calamity's going to harass Superman. Only got this. Oh, down goes with the bump kill. Boogie answering Shawnee Ron's bump kill with his own, and West Knights take a 4-2 lead here, playing out as Sarin is brilliantly so far.
They're doing really well, but you can see Slav fighting to the last man, bloodied and injured, doing their best for the flag. SSS really banking on flags.
Yeah, definitely. I think you see the importance of keeping an archer alive there at the end just to shoot onto that last fight. When you have so few players left and Archer's got so much little distraction, they can just focus on that one little fight which is going on, which is, I mean, all that they can do. I mean, if you think about it, an archer can only shoot 1 arrow at a time anyway. All an archer wants is just have one fight to shoot at without being distracted, and when you give Juve an opportunity like that, he's able to shine. He played that round route really well and just sealed it off for them with that headshot against Johnny Veron there, I think. Shawnee Veron, I should say.
Say it the right way, Luz. Say it the way
Shawnee Veron.
Yeah, yeah. The way it's whispered in the commercial for the O, this Shawnee Veron.
Johnny by Veron. Yes, the Ukrainian horseman there. Fantastic player, one of my favorite players in the scene. I think he's capable of doing some pretty big stuff, and a nice veteran.
Heck, some cultures use his bottled up sweat as an aphrodisiac. That's how powerful a man he is.
Do they?
Yes, that's what his perfume is made from.
I heard they grind down his toenails and like lick them.
The Slav school sells it to pay for a board, among other things. Everyone has to provide for the school.
A board, like a blackboard?
For room and board, dang it.
Oh, room and board. You're speaking in like old American to me.
Oh, I thought that's more like your people's British. They use board.
No, board. It's like that's like. Got bored.
Oh, nothing boring about this match. SSS grouping up because they're flailing here.
And take a look at this. Have a look at how expanded the minimap is right now. As you see the teams using all corners of this map, taking every bit of control they can.
The wall. They keep going to the wall. SSS's problem is they're doing the same thing and it ain't working. Yeah, well, it's always kind of almost working. And Shawnee Veron loses his horse early doors, so that's going to be really rough, I think, for SSS. Oh, Shawnee Veron gets, he's stopped. Yeah, that's what goes down early here. WK just finding their pace. They're finding their pace, I think, like really a lot here. But SSS actually, they're going to move on to the flag a lot earlier, and in numbers. The problem is they are sacrificing people for this foothold. Yeah, they are, and they're actually down 5 players to 8 right now. Is it going to move towards Oodle to try and stop him from firing, which is a good point, but he succeeded. Yeah, I mean, the problem is that they just got cav coming from all sides, SSS right now, unless they can take them all down. And the thing is, even if you can rear a cav up, like the amount of time you spend like trying to harass them and like hack away at their horse and then kill them when they're down, another cav's gonna come in. Oodle's free! Oodle's free! He's gonna shoot Kroshika in the back and everyone else! Yeah, he is. And this is just a massacre right now. WK having a huge round here.
going to be taking his regiments in. Kroshka doing some nice work with that long all pike, but
he
against
gets
his
shot
archer,
eventually.
yeah, he's going to get killed, I think.
Kroshka's doing really nice surviving, and oh my
He
god,
is
Kroshka's
spinning
a
around,
hero.
Goes down eventually, though, and you just think WK, that was the most dominant round they've had so far in this set.
Yeah, that was
SSS,
rough.
as you said, they got to switch it up. I think they need more archers, to be honest. Well, it's hard against all this cav. As I was saying before, like, you know, SSS, they're rearing the cav up well, but as they're trying to slash away at them and then kill them when they're down, another cav just comes in, couch lance, whatever, whip, as an SSS player down, and they lose a player every time they try and kill a WK, and they don't always get the WK down. So it's like, it's really hard to deal with this many cav. It's so much pressure all at once, and with Oodle finding great archer positions as well, it's sort of the perfect storm for WK. They're really engineering these rounds brilliantly so far.
Well, on the subject of SSS needing more archer support, they don't have Red War, and they said in chat that apparently Slavian internet got them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's internet, something with the internets.
Well, perhaps we'll see him return for the second map. I feel like he could be a huge influence here. But I mean, WK missing players too. They're missing Lagstro, and that's certainly a big
Not
missing
hurting
game
him
for
as
them.
bad, though.
No, they're coping. They're coping well. But I feel like Slavimir are going to have to hold on to this round if they're going to have a chance to take anything from this map. I mean, 5-3 is not bad, but 6-2, that's rough. That's really rough. And, you know, we haven't really been seeing SSS too dominant in these melee fights either. I think WK can hold their own.
It's all those
SSS
cav. As you can see, look at all these Slavs with those spears. They're ready for something, though. They're ready for some type of engagement. They're going a different path.
They're going to push forward.
But where are they going? Do they know?
No, I think WK is going to kind of kite them. They're just going to take map control wherever the flag spawns. They'll probably prefer to fight them there. SS just moving. They're sort of moving like a kind of Age of Empires 1 group of units, like before they introduce formations, like, and they just sort of move in a weird class, and like they always get in the way of each other. Like it's like move. The artifact is blocking my cav.
They're blocking the cav here. These guys, what are they? They look like AI. They look so much like AI.
Yeah, they really do.
Slavs beat them into robots.
Yeah.
Subservient little robots. And SSS, are they attacking? They're doing something.
I think SS is going to try and attack here, but they're getting split up here, and that's where they're vulnerable to the WK cav. In come the WK cav.
Oh, focus on Sadink.
Oh, but nice little dehorse there from Sean Veron. Frosty goes down, but he was already on low health. Oodle brings him down. SS doing a nice job of dislodging Oodle from this key position here. But they're not getting the kills, and that's what they really need here. They are getting dehorses, and that's pretty important. Look at this, they're taking down Geldon's horse here. That's big, and Geldon goes down there.
Piranha, Geldon, why would you put your hand in the piranha tank?
He got complete there, but in comes Boogie from the back here. I don't think SS is ready for that. Oh, they are just faking, and Boogie able to dodge that.
Craddock, yo, these horses have to be scared of coming within range because they get gobbled up by the Shredder, the SS Shredder.
Yeah, they got that little, and see. Boogie Low, but the thing is, this is what I'm talking about. Boogie Low gets his horse rid up, but in comes PPK with the couch stance, and SS Awareness just isn't capable of dealing with it, but they do manage to finish off Boogie. Oh, SS doing pretty well this round so far. Juvie with a lovely shot that takes down Skittle though, and Oodle and Juvie done a nice job of finding space. A brilliant jump slash from Oodle there. Takes down Shawnee Veron, and Zastic under pressure as well here. Brilliant work from the WK Archers. They turn this round
Oodle gets the thing!
There. And SSS, what looked to be a great round for them, is turning into a disaster as the WK Archers have been allowed to shoot onto this fight unchallenged. Only Zick and Superman left, and West Knight's going to be taking
How do those laggy people do it?
Fantastic play from West Knights. They go in 6-2 to the second map. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. SS were doing so well there, but those Archers.
WK taking it away. Lust looking like he gonna lose a lot of money.
Yeah, I am.
Betting on every result except this one. It's the one that's occurring.
Well, there's still time for SSS. I mean, obviously it's a rough ride right now for them. They're 4 rounds down, 6-2 to score. But who knows? Maybe Red Wall's internet's gonna sort itself out. He'll come in, super sub, start tearing heads, or maybe just SSS will have a better time on Vendetta. That could be the case. You know.
I'm really worried for the Slavs because. I mean, the source of their strength will only make them play worse at this point. They've already had the morning cup. You can't have that much more cups.
I feel like WK, obviously they can't play their 6 cav on this map. They might try, but I don't think it's going to work as well as it has done. And in this straight up fight, maybe SSS are going to have a better time. Maybe. But right now, it hasn't looked that way at all, I gotta say it. Right now, it's just looked like WK's looked like a stronger team, to be honest. 4-0 with Sarin's there. SSS came close to winning rounds, but I mean, WK just had better organization.
The Slavs came so close. Well, you know what? I'll say it like this. I disagree that it's better organization because, as you can plainly see, SSS are organized as all hell. I mean, they're moving as a group. They're sticking so hard. Even to the last man, they're all dying together. So it's not that they're not organized. It's that WK's strategy is superior.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. I think that's a fair point. I think, well, the point is, what WK are able to do better, what their strategy entails, they're using all the classes to their full potential. I mean, obviously not really using infantry very well or at all, but they're finding space for their archers, which is the important thing. SSS weren't able to do that at all. They haven't had an influential archer here doing anything so far in this game. Whereas we saw in that last round the devastation that Juve and Udall inflicted just by having space, just by being unchallenged. We talk about it a lot. It's what the best top-level archers, what you hear LaRue say as well.
The best teams make room for their archers to shine.
What an archer wants is just to sit there, unchallenged, and shoot into a fight. That's all an archer wants to do. And that's what you want to avoid giving them, and that's what you want to create for the archers on your team. So, WK in that respect, just doing the basics
and
very, very well.
That their archers are what's really taking them away, because them some laggy ass archers there. I mean, those are like delayed headshots. Maybe they're so pinpoint accurate they shoot into the future and the arrow lands in the present in the man's head. WK have time travel. You heard it here.
I'm gonna be back in just 2 seconds because my internet's having a bit of a rough ride. I'll be with you in 2 seconds.
Wondered about that silence. Well, poor Lust, and his Turkish internet is failing him. This happens occasionally. My internet sometimes fails and I drop frames, but you are not missing a single frame on this match. Everything's going peachy. We are seeing the destruction of the Slavimir school. At least they're all going down together. I will actually check out the tweet deck. This is a perfect time to tweet us for this exciting match. As I check the sweet tweet deck and see no tweets. Not a problem.
User joined your channel.
Slight disappointment.
And I'm back. Unfortunately, Turkish internet is not having as good a night as these two teams are.
Neither is our tweets. Lost. I'm disappointed.
Our tweets, yeah.
Such for a great match.
Yeah, but our chat's doing pretty well, so shout out to chat. Keep those cappers coming. Get them going. But do tweet in as well. It's nice to engage and interact. That's what it's all about.
Well, you know, another thing. We'd love to see more WK infantry engagements, but in this tournament, you might not see a lot of that. WK realizing where their strength lies.
Well, this is their chance, though. I mean, it's the closed map now. There are open spaces. Cav is effective. I mean, I'd be expecting to see.
Is this live? Because the teams are fighting. No, wait, no one. Okay.
No, it's not. I'd be expecting to see 2, maybe even 3 Cav out of a WK on a map like this, where there is space and the flags are on flat ground. But what you do have is a lot of roofs. That's the point. You got the fort with roofs. You got the barn doors, the little towers. You got lots of roofs, lots of places for archers to shoot from.
Map. I haven't seen that in a while.
It's cool, yeah. Made by Mia at Rush or stuff. Well, with the tweets coming in now, Sirkin tweeting in saying, "Where is Red War? Hashtag WNL3."
Many question marks.
Yeah, lots of question marks. Question marks being raised here. I think it's just the Slavic internet has been a little bit of a problem here.
He might have had a slight case of alcohol poisoning.
No.
Those Slavs go too hard.
Slavimir brings them only the finest Russian vodka.
Yes, but he brings too much. Oh God, you don't know what they do for punishment in the school of Slavimir. I know.
Is it more alcohol?
I've had friends who came in there as boys and they left as men. Heck, my sister joined the school of Slavimir. Yes, they accept women. She also came back a man. So they do great work there. The old school Slavs do awesome work. But in that school, yeah, they force it down your throat, man. For punishment, they'll actually hold you and just pour and pour and pour. It's to make them better players.
They'll put hairs on your chest, boy. SSS. Can they come back here? They're down 2-6 right now. It's not ideal for them. But they have the closed map advantage now. It's a very cold map as well.
Cool
Remember a lot of these players
cold?
in cold. It's a winter map.
Yes. Brr.
A lot of these WK players, they're playing, you know.
Especially with that wintry intro we got.
Run it.
Oh, that segue. I really like that intro. That's one of my favorites. We're in here.
Oh yeah.
That was nice.
Vendetta, made by Mia, formerly of Rush Rush, Turkish player, and Mapper, apparently. I'm glad you like the intro, yeah, it's a pretty cute one.
It's the music that ties it in, that warband tune.
Oh yeah. And still no sign of Red War. What we do have is, well, it says they're kind of taking the ninja ladder on this corner here. Going to be, well, not moving in yet, just going to be eyeing up. Putting super shot up onto the ladder. Interestingly here we have only one horseman taken by WK. They're obviously not confident that they can play cav effectively on this map. And they're going really infantry heavy. I think their idea here is that they're going to be forced into an infantry engagement anyway. Let's just outnumber the infantry. Let's take as many infantry as we can and use that to our advantage. Spam and, I mean, the thing is, the advantage is
by the Americans.
The advantages for West Knights right now, I mean, they can afford to take risks. They can afford to be aggressive in the melee fights, and I mean the pressure on SSS because they've got to win, well, a lot more rounds than WK need to win right now. So it's tough. It's tough for the Russian side here. Tough for the Slavians. Tough for my betting bank account as well.
The
very sketchy.
Slugging it out. Yeah, you made some bad bets last. You don't know yet.
WK really showing what they're capable of right now. Establishing themselves, I guess, pretty firmly as the best team in Division C. But there's still a map to go. Flag spawns over by the fort on the low ground. WK a little bit indecisive. They're going to kind of take the kind of balcony area, but move back and then forward. They think they want to engage SSS here in some way. SSS with superior cav numbers as well. They got Shawnee Veron and
oh, it's gonna be a good old brawl in the center of the town.
Yeah, WK moving in right now, and I think SSS, they're not in a good position here at all. Not at all.
Oh, are they?
They're getting the kill zone.
They're getting the kill zone.
Oh, two kills early from Super Shot Dead Men there. We're now Oodling Calamity.
Oh, Froska missed a very easy couch.
I believe it's down to Geldon. Froska finds a kill though eventually against Juve. And well, we do have
WK fighting back respectably. Ona Namus.
WK very low health right now. Onamas goes down. So does Crack, so does Geldon, and SSS, well, they had a pretty dominant first round here. Wisely, only running player here against 5 of the Slavians.
Oh, cuts his head off, lops it off! The Slavs coming back in style. Again, you laggy. You, oh, I wanted to call him laggy gentlemen, think with your brains.
With your brains,
not with your egos. They got decimated, absolutely.
Yeah.
Decimated.
That was really rough there, and well,
stick to your strengths, WK.
Could be the start of something special here, and I feel like WK had a kind of great position on SSS as well there. Like, they moved around the corner, they had, the fight was going on up against the wall, so it wasn't great for the SSS Cav. They were outnumbering them in the fight, but just those kills, I mean, those shots from Superman, 2 in a very short space of time, really just swung around there, I think, in SSS's favour. But a very convincing first round win here for SSS on Vendetta. And could this be the start of an epic comeback? What do you think?
Oh, I see it. If WA continue with the stubborn pattern, and if SSS, I don't know, their strategy of sticking together works quite well on this map apparently. So
Dokkan calling out a scoreboard issue for us. I'm not sure if that's.
I already fixed it. These gentlemen, they're already slow. They're too slow. They can't catch up to me anymore. Ever since Luz corrected the HUD mod, so I don't gotta change the map, I now fix the score better.
You're now hot on it. That's sweet.
He babified it for me.
We're always developing. Well, no, it should have been fixed anyway. It was my lack of implemented feature. like an updated feature as well. But it's nice that it's always automatic now. It always works out for us without having to do extra production.
Oh, wait. Oh, no. The score's still pretty foobard. I see what's wrong. No problem. No problem. All right. All right. Got it. Got it.
It's still kind of foobard. So thanks for Circ. Thanks for Circ for tweeting in. Bring us out.
Sirkan's still pointing his finger and laughing. No more tweets from him. Don't read his tweets out. Blacklisted.
Okay. Not blacklisted. Thanked and moved on. We see Boogie taking a spot on the bench here. I think it's Onomas that's come in. He's get killed in his first round, but not going to be enough to swing around for the WK.
Well, I'm wondering where SSS are moving. Oh, WK are stopping them from breaching the wall altogether.
Yeah, different approach here from WK. They were sort of clumped up earlier in the previous round.
With SSS, you see a single man go somewhere. That's where the whole team's going.
Flag is, well, back in the fort again, but WK going to try and hold them on entry. Would you see SSS moving in?
Oh, they have superior ground. The horses are caught up. SSS looking in a bad position right here.
Yeah, a bit rough, but not too bad. There's not actually great options for WK here. Not the kind of positions that they're going to be wanting to have. WK Gelding gets reared up and dead already, so no cab left for WK either. Any fights happening on the ground are going to be pretty advantageous for SSS, I would say, right now. PPK been separated from his teammates, and he's pretty vulnerable as well to a cab.
Oh, men dying under the scaffolding. Oh, God.
WK pulling kills by the Kralok and Geo, both picking up kills quickly here, but another bomb kill from Shawnee Ron. Second of the match from Shawnee Ron there. The advantage is with SSS now is
Juve with a little cheeky kill.
And PPK has three WK against 5 SS right now, but down goes PPK. 2 against 4 here. They can still do this.
Crossika coming up to unbalance.
Juve with a pretty poor weapon. He's only got himself a fighting pick here. Loses his shield and, well, he's going to have a hard time. Lovely blocking, but does go down eventually. Calamity comes up to help him out, but
too late.
I think he's going to go down here. Nice weaving, but Crossika gets the double kill, finishes him off. And, well, it's suddenly looking a lot more even here. Don't you think?
Wow, SSS are making a comeback. Slavimir is rejoicing. He spoke to them during the break. He gave them some stern words. Told them to cut off from the liquor cabinets if they don't win. And you know that really put a fire under their butts.
They can't take that seriously. They know it's an important part of their training regimen. Plus he's drunk, so they can never really take what he's saying seriously.
To want it bad. It's tough lessons. Oh, WK coming around the side!
Oh,
the surprise engage!
We'll put this another round the same way. WK getting pushing straight out, charging into SSS here, but they lack Cav to sort of put the extra pressure on.
Oh, SSS are feeling bold! They're seeing the fear in their pings!
Yeah, Calamity and Dewey find nice space for shots here, but Onomas goes down here.
Oh no,
WK push forward. I think they're just pushing into the, into the convenience of the SSS Cav here. As in comes Shawnee Ron on Frosco. Kill comes in from Frosco there on Geldon. SS with an advantage. Dewey does find space to get a kill off on Superman, but Shawnee Ron with a kill there as well, and Hobo takes down Craddock. Some kills coming back for WK there. Well, only from Juve so far, but it's just Juve left right now. 6 to go on SSS, and it's I think a bit of a mistake here, I think, from WK. They needed more cav if they're going to do a tactic like that. They're looking kind of vulnerable right now. Well, to a bit of a comeback here, as it's going to be 6-5. They're still in the lead, but SSS looking strong right now. And can they do it? Tweet in. Can my betting be saved?
WK went from cocky infantry-focused tactics to straight rushing SSS at their spawn.
Oh, and look at WK right now. Seeing that the archers are where they're getting killed, they take 5 archers, 2 infantry, and 1 horseman. They're changing things up.
They're being desperate to win a round back because they're getting steamrolled.
This is the way to do it.
It's just they dropped it. They dropped it, and it's shattering on the ground.
Although I think this won't pay off for them. I hope it does, because even though I've betted against them, I hope this pays off because so many teams are so stubborn. They don't change their tactics. They don't change what they're doing. WK are switching up. They're not prepared to lose rounds in the same way. That's an important trait, and a very good trait, I think, of their team.
Have SSS changed much?
No, SSS haven't, but WK have. Look, they got 5 horse.
Yeah, it's really if nothing's changing on SSS, WK have to really wisen up to.
Yeah, but I mean that's what they're doing. They're changing the tactics. I think if they'd have pushed out with some cav, then they would have had a bit of an advantage there. But
yeah, they had the shock and awe, but they didn't have the awe. They had the shock. Like they just turned the corner and like, oh.
They didn't have the awe.
Yeah, they had the shock and awe.
What if you have the awe but no shock? What's that? What does that mean? That's what AE have, I guess. Would you say?
Yes, their strategies are already revealed to the world. They just got awe. People
just got awe.
open mouth, gaping, watching their play. No, let's not. Let's not make Larue feel too good.
Oh. First kill comes in from Angel.
Was that up on the roof?
It was a snipe. Yeah, I think it was one of the towers. Calamity was sitting on.
Oh, goodness.
I'm not sure though.
Oh my God! Right between the eyes. Amazing. Was that?
Yeah, it was.
That's a jab too, not an arrow, is that?
No, that's an arrow.
Oh, okay.
That's not a jab. Come on.
Very thin jab.
It's coming right at the back of his neck. You can see the arrowhead. Like, check that out.
I know. I looked up there. It's very brutal.
Right through the back of his head, though. That's sweet. Anyway.
Morbidity aside, SSS have a favorable flag, and they killed the WK Archer. So
yeah, it's gonna be really hard for WK to assault, and especially with so many archers as well. Like, they're going to get lots of shots off.
And they got a hit.
It's rough.
They got to hit quickly, because that flag, oh my God, every miss, that flag gets higher and higher.
Yeah, it really does.
WK preparing, walking out the gate, the portcullis. I think that's the term for it. Yeah,
it's a portcullis, yeah. I mean, they're just going to approach and just going to assault. Do what they can, but rough times there. And they come. Here comes the fight. Galvin gets caught up on the map edge. And keeps his horse alive, but only barely. Sean already knocking down SS players here. Does bring up Frosker there. A bit of a vulnerability there, but WK not able to capitalize. Kills streaming in for SSS right now. And are they going to take this 4-0 and even up at 6-6? Are we going to have a match like that?
We're going to have... Oh my God, you should have put more money on that draw.
In comes the kill, yeah. Well, in comes the kill from Golar.
Wow, PPK with a... Oh my God, one of his worst infantry performances I've seen.
Oh dear. And well, flying now as Golar takes down Oodle. Craddock goes down to Superman and just Juve left now. It is going to be a 4-0 sweep for SSS. Very impressive stuff here. Very impressive stuff indeed here from the school.
Beating them up like a crew. This is how the old Slavian school of Slavimir hangs.
6-6 is the score here, and well, there goes WK's advantage. All to play for. 4 rounds left. Everything that happens right now is so important.
Wow, I really didn't expect such a comeback. I thought WK had the secret to defeating the school, but apparently they didn't. I was so worried for SSS. It was a school of hard knocks for a while there, but now no longer. They're glorious right now. They won
now a hard knock life
4-0
for WK. Instead of kisses, they get kicks.
They get killed, my friend.
Instead of treats, they get tricks.
Oh, is
it's
that
a hard knock life. Like that. Instead of wishes, they get tricks.
I love it when Jay-Z sang that in the musical with his cute red locks. Back before the Beyonce days. Now,
what was the name of that guy?
who?
Daddy Warbucks.
Daddy Warbucks.
The billionaire took an interest in the young Jay-Z.
Oh, really?
Moving it out in the orphanage. Yeah, the billionaire. I don't know. Whatever. We're mixing various iterations of the song. They're both wonderful, and I wish the best to all artists involved. Well, so far it's SSS 4-0 on Vendetta. That's got to count for something, right? I mean, are they the favourites right now? It's hard to even say that when they were 6-2 down. Are they the favourites to win this? What do you think?
WK must be shaken. I don't know. It all fell apart when they started. Whenever they thought, hey guys, let's look at our pings. Let's look at our setup. Let's go with infantry. All infantry. Let's go. Let's do this, guys.
Yeah. It's rough.
We got a 2-second delay between the moment I swing my sword to when the sword connects, but let's do it anyway.
It's not, isn't it? I mean, it's not that bad. It's not like 2 seconds. A lot of them are like 120.
It's hyperbole, but whatever the case may be, when they first decided that round to do that, ever since then it's been spiraling out of control. They've not been able to.
It's rough.
They've not been so rough.
And we've had a lot of people bet on WK. Let me tell you that. A lot of people bet on WK. A lot of people are going to be losing money. Either way, bets been going either side. Very, very close stuff here. A very highly anticipated match. I think the advantage is with SSS, but I feel like WK, with some tactical changes, could give themselves a better chance there. I feel like playing with 2 or even 3 cav would be a great choice for them. The flags are on flat ground, and that's where their advantage is. I mean, they have great cav. They know how to play cav brilliantly. I'm shocked that they're not running with that and using that more. Oodle should be playing his infantry, playing his best class, get him in those fights, make him do the work, match them for numbers, and well, obviously they're missing Lagstro, but Juve's been having a great game. If he can find a great spot and you know, if he can find someone to shoot from unchallenged, he's able to have a big impact as well. I mean, they're not playing against Red War. They got an advantage there. They're still with a chance here. I just feel like they're not giving themselves the best chance right now.
I mean, Slavs might have just swept this whole set, but it's not like the Knights of the West. I mean, the West Knights are losing.
Knights of the
West.
Men of the West.
It's not like they're losing. In fact, it took a clean sweep in order for the old school Slavs to get back to the advantage that West Knights had. So
and perhaps that indicates a bit of an advantage for Vegas as well here. I mean, I do tend to say that I think Vegas do play well against Rodox. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I don't think the Vegas play well against Rodox. Well, not least because of their absolutely outstanding scimitars, which just mashed through Pope paper armor there. I did give a...
Give a what?
I gave...
Who, what, when, where?
I'm saying maybe like Misanthrope should be kicked because I think he had streamer for like a second. We might get free cam still, so I don't know. Maybe kick him and let him come back in. That's Toy's decision.
Things ref deal with.
It's Toy's decision. Yeah, it's
Who is our ref? Toy. Props to him.
Yeah, I think he's gonna do it. It's not gonna cause a big difference or a big issue there, I don't think. Anyway.
Shout out to all the refs.
We do have SSS or no WK taking the fort. We're gonna be focusing on like turtling, I think, at the moment.
WK are turtling. I don't know if I like this. They're letting SSS inside the village. SSS
once again going infantry heavy. They got 6 infantry here. It's not a terrible idea. Like scimitars are rock solid. And they've got a good chance of winning these melee fights. I think the risk here for SSS here is it's if they, you know, get complacent. They could be feeling like they are unbeatable on.
They never do. You think they might, but they have. You don't understand that they're key player. This is why they told you to put them on there. Slavimir in chat is not allowing them a moment's rest.
No, I can't imagine he would. That's a good point to make.
Okay, so a fight is brewing up in this village.
Yeah, fight's gonna spawn. It's in the very center here. So it's gonna move straight onto it. WK with only 1 archer, not able to set up a crossfire, which is gonna be a big limitation for them. It's gonna be Oodle playing the archer as well. Interestingly, I think the fact that he's so competent in melee, you think they want to give him the most advantage they can in that melee fight. But it's their decision. WK gonna try and shut down Superman. Actually gonna be catching him from behind there.
Oh, Wily Slide really caught him off.
But not doing too much damage.
Coming in the center.
Yeah,
Angel's coming up to help him, I think.
Fight's gonna break out now as the WK finally get onto the flag. Only 1 cav here for WK though, compared to Frost and Sean Ron, who've been doing huge work all match for their teams. SD horse and goes down. Braddock under a lot of pressure. Hobo spears him in the back. Wily Solid under pressure as well, and well, this could be a pretty heavy round win for SSS. Team goes down there on Koshika from Zik, but yeah, WK getting mashed up right now. Oodle, oh, lovely little headshot from Oodle there. Gets Hobo as he goes for a slash. Gonna do what he can with his bow. 30 seconds, but gets knocked down and finished off. And corpse kick by Gola there. That's a bit of bad manner and showing the aggression. Slavian school of Slavimir take a 7-6 lead in this match.
School of Slavimir.
Slapping the pressure on WK right now. I mean, what can WK do to react? They're taking extra cav. I think that's a good step. Calamity's going to mount up. Julia going to take an archer as well. I still want to see Udall playing infantry, but I think this is an improvement here. They're actually matching, they're mirroring SSS's class setups right now, and that's going to give them a better chance. They want to play it cooler. Deal with the cav. I think the cav has been, I mean, a major factor for SSS so far on this Vendetta map.
Indeed.
And that's what WK have been having a hard time dealing with. If they can neutralize that, that's going to give them a huge advantage, and that's going to
come on,
to
WK.
round one, I think.
Where was the team that 4-0'd in the previous, well, 2 sets ago now? It seems like such forgotten history. WK's forgotten.
They're in Reverend Village, so I think just ride them around those little fields as they still can. Vendetta doesn't give quite as much
Field
space
of
to
Dreams
the
right now. What in the world happened? WK dropping the world here. I live for the puns.
If you build it, they will come.
If you build it, the old school Slavs will come tear it down. WK, we're building a dream. An international dream here to be all-stars across the globe, but old school Slavs say no, Americans. You go back across the pond, and you stay there. Yes.
Back across the pond, and then all across America as well, because you're in the West. Not just the ponds across between these two teams, I'll tell you that.
Across, they met the strait, the Alaskan Strait. What is that little tiny sliver of land between Alaska and Russia?
Come on, man. Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this to me?
Dang it. I don't even know if there's even land up there. Someone tweet it. I'm sorry. I do this to you because both teams just posturing.
They are just posturing. SS in a slightly better position, I think, but Superman's taking a heavy hit. He's got a sliver of health left. And, well, WK win the early round range engagements there. We do see the flag spawning down by the fort. SS is going to shift towards it, probably by the cav, but Gelding going to come in from the back and have a little fight out with Shawnee Veron as well. Shawnee Veron just down now.
WK
getting rid
doing
up there.
their best to stop that horse. That could have been instrumental.
Yeah, I think they did some damage to him as well. I think WK looking pretty good in this round. They're going to move into the fort to stop SSS from shooting from above there. Actually trying to take a range position themselves. Moving in from both sides. Early hit on Hobo from wide side there, getting some damage done.
Popping out into some
Frost's
fighting.
going to read up as well here. And this could be bad for SSS as they're losing horsemen.
What is WK doing? They reared two
WK
horses.
doing well. Udo and Gelding getting kills, and WK the advantage. Shawnee Veron getting reared up as well.
His
nice
horse finally goes down.
And
oh
down goes Shawnee Veron. Oh, just stays alive here, but WK doing great work here. Calamity brings down Golide. Well, here we see WK taking an advantage in this round massively. Only 2 SS players left. Down goes Angel and Kroshika. It's going to be a clean sweep with WK.
Oh my god, WK!
WK fighting back here, and this is going to be a thriller all time.
They went in that building
7 right now. WK answer back. They're not going to be swept on Vendetta. They take their first round on the map to make it 7-7. Anything can happen right now. Absolutely anything.
They crossed into that first door of that fort as inferior men, and they came out the other side a new team. They're reborn lost.
Brilliant play, yeah. And, well, obviously listening to the stream, taking my suggestions, and diversifying their classes.
Ghosting. Don't accuse the Americans of ghosting. We're many things.
It's not ghosting. It's just listening to my well-played suggestions and diversifying your classes. That's exactly what they need to do. And they do.
Diversify your bonds, Serenus.
Now the pressure's on SSS because they got
oh my god, this determines so much.
They got rolled. They got completely rolled there. They didn't get a single
tie.
Kill. It's 7 versus 7, and well, the team that wins this round, if a team does win this round, could be a draw too. They're going to secure themselves the overall draw.
7 versus 7 Slavs.
It's close right now, and a lot of things went wrong for SSS there. They took damage in the early round. They got their cav reared up. They just had a really rough time overall. WK look hungry though. They don't want to get ahead of themselves. They want to play it cool here. They don't want to overextend and take losses here. Because SSS is going to be prepared to react to this. The pressure is on SSS here a lot though. I mean, they've got to react, but at the same time, they can't take any risk because there's just no space for error here. Really a lot of pressure.
No room. So tense right here. PPK dancing and dancing.
You see how close the teams are to each other.
PPK inviting Zik and Hobo to dance, but they won't take it.
There's an invisible line here between the two teams, and we just see Uda with a 3-on-1 score there, really performing when he needed to, and when he needs to. Golar as well doing massive work for SSS here, and really made a name for himself in this match, I think. He's been fantastic throughout as an infantryman. Currently sitting on a 4-on-1 score. Not bad there, an SSS player. And the flag spawns actually outside the town this time.
WK gained pressure.
I'm not sure who it favors. SSS going to try and hold them, I think, perhaps in this gatehouse, but they need to get their cav out of here. Sure, won't get caught up here. Brilliant jab here from Wily takes down Shawnee Vron, eliminating the cav threat. Froska there, he's going to keep himself alive because he's going to be so crucial for SSS. If he goes down...
Oh, SSS look like they're broken. They look a little broken.
They're split up here. This is really bad here for SSS. Juve...
Angel running through everywhere, juking. Oh, he was juking so hard.
Angel's down to... And look at this. Juve's found a brilliant spot here. Loads of space. Should be able to shoot onto the fight up on the hill there. They got a great crossfire. And WK are looking strong this round.
SSS will not let this out without a fight.
Team kill from
Team kill.
That's something they can take from this. They've got to get fights in the melee. That's an important thing. Low health for some WK players, but they
Krasika really refuses to die. Sir Hobo.
It's 5-7. Clemency comes in, takes down Hobo. Onos brings down Zik. Superman pulls one kill back, but PPK team brings down Froska. Froska with the boat. Oh, and I think this is the round for WK.
It's Curtis.
Superman. He's off the flag. He's only got a crossbow, and he's going to be put under pressure right now. In come the WK. Gowden finishes him off, and WK take 8 against SSS's 7. They've got to do something massive here if they want to take the draw. WK, after looking down and out, after taking a set down 0-4, and SS after evening up the score and taking a 7-6 lead, are fighting back, WK. They are fighting back and showing us, telling us they're a top team in Division C.
Wow. I think the West Knights allowed themselves to get beat up a little just for tension. Just for the tension.
Well, this is it.
Oh, SSS playing to their strength, just fighting it out.
They're charging right into the WK. They could have caught them off.
They're gonna get that round back. They're angry.
Damage. Looking vulnerable. Superman gonna try and shoot him off, and bridge almost. Superman takes down Oodle there. A key player goes down already. WK looking low health.
Oh, WK are kiting it.
They're fighting this. Could they hold this to a round? Onomas and people advantage WK 6 players to 5.
SSS
do this. It's spread out here, showing one and crossing because it swings back again. SSS take their advantage now. And it's 4 against 4. It's so close. It kills back and forth. It's 3-on-3. SSS fighting for the draw here in this match. It's so close here. Wily Sly gets a kill off on Zik. Oh my god, it's so close. He's throwing his jabs here, desperately trying to get hits off on Shawnee Vron. His horse is a hedgehog right now. Kills are broken out. Onomouse, no health left. In comes Shawnee Vron, knocks him down but doesn't finish him off.
Oh, he gets the counter kill! What a clutch kill by WK on Onomus!
There is no cav left for SSS. Calamity is still up for WK and he's got full health. Onomouse with low health. A fight over with Wily Sly and Superman. Superman gets knocked down and he gets hit and kicks and slash and he goes down and WK. It's 3 of them against Froska here. So close right now between the two teams. This is it. It all comes down to Froska. He's got to kill 3 players.
Froska's got no shield. He's just got a sword. Use the skill Slavimir taught you. The lessons. The private lessons.
He's doing what he can. He's in the clutch move. He's swinging around. Gets one hit on one side. Can he do this? This one player, Froska, loses health. Gets bumped down to Vitality. And West Knights take it 9-7. What a match.
GG.
What a match.
America wins.
Absolutely fantastic stuff. Right down to the last seconds there.
Las Sopo.
Unbelievable stuff there. We go into the post game with WK winning what can be described as the match of the season so far, in my opinion. Absolutely fantastic stuff from the Americans there. They are the best team in Division C. And they just got to hold out. They've got to hold out for promotion right now. And, well, brilliant stuff.
Wow. The Slavs, I love it. They tried at the end. They used that Slavic aggression. Oh, no. Slavimir. Sad to see him lose.
Slavimir abandoned the server.
I think now comes the hardest part, which was not even the match itself, but it's in TeamSpeak. No, it's TeamSpeak and the Slavs informing Slavimir that he doesn't get to come if he loses. I don't think they told him that part.
Well, there will be no Slavian interview tonight, but we are going to get
America.
Don't worry from WK.
Yo, bottles are crashing right now everywhere. I think he's knocking over the whole stand, the whole liquor cabinet. Slavimir just got up out of his chair and just flipped it. His liquor cabinet's also his desk, by the way. And he just got up and flipped it. He's smacking children around right now. God, School of Slavimir isn't upset right now.
I can imagine Slavimir having like a little, like one of those globes that opens up and it's full of booze.
He's got it everywhere.
I think Kraddock and Whitey Sly are going to come in for an interview right now, and we'll be able to talk to them. Absolutely fantastic game though. Division C producing some brilliant warband here.
Some awesome.
And WK fighting, just pulling it back on those last rounds there. It must be incredibly tense. I think we have
making a name for themselves on the international stage.
Kraddock and Whitey Sly are going to come in and talk to us, and PPK too apparently. So let's bring them in right now. Okay.
User was moved to your channel.
In they come, and Whitey Sly. Is Whitey coming?
He should be.
I can bring him in. So